Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it because I have a lot to say. I want to start out with a conversation about Bravo TV. There was a tweet that I ran across on Twitter from Preston Mitchum. He is a cast member of Summer House Martha's Vineyard. The show was put on pause. I'm hoping they unpause it, but probably not. That's why I'm saying was is. But he put out a tweet, and I'm assuming he was watching Summer House, or he ran across a clip from Summer House. So there's Summer House, which is a predominantly white show, and then there was Summer House Martha's Vineyard, which was a predominantly black show, if not all black show, all black cast. Anyways, his tweet was, "There's something that frustrates me about people being gooped and gagged by the three black people on hashtag Summerhouse, and they should, all while pretending that hashtag Summerhouse MV didn't exist. We will never get a fair chance in comparison, and it makes me so sad, to be honest." And there are people online saying, oh, well, Summer House Martha's Vineyard wasn't that great. Summer House Martha's Vineyard did this. It was this. It was that.
Shut your fucking mouth.
What we're not going to do today, class, is act like, girl, we don't know no better. What we're not going to do today is act dense, okay?
Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have it.
One thing that irritates me is when we start to have these conversations, and this is exactly why I tell y'all I don't like really having these conversations, because there are a large group of people out there who are committed to not wanting to think past what they already think. And when I get to a point where I feel like we're just doing this with each other, there's no point in having the conversation. So when we start having conversations about colorism, racism, microaggressions that happen down to Bravo TV, I've gotten to the point where it is pointless. I don't care. I care, but I choose not to have the conversations because I know that there are people who watch Bravo TV who want to be able to live into whatever bubble that they want, that they've created. The fact of the matter is, when it comes to Summer House Martha's Vineyard, they were not given a fair chance. When I look at these predominantly white shows on Bravo TV, they are given chance after chance after chance after chance, regardless of the ratings. You have shows like Southern Hospitality, Pump Rules, hello, and other shows. We'll even go to say as far as some of the housewife shows in comparison to, right? Salt Lake City. Even though Salt Lake City, especially last season, was a hit to me, those ratings in comparison to like a Beverly Hills were in the toilet. Okay? And they still get greenlit.
Huh?
What you say, honey?
I don't hear you, sweetie.
What we're not going to do is pretend that when we look up that Bravo TV is not yanking predominantly black shows off of the air or predominantly brown shows off of the air. There is something that is going on down to Bravo where they feel like when it is Summer House Martha's Vineyard, Old Lady Gang, Family Karma, even the Real Housewives of New York City, that when we looked at the reboot was multiracial, okay? You had different races, different ethnicities, different nationalities on that last 2 seasons of the reboot of New York. I look up this season, the reboot of the reboot is giving what they were giving in the past, a predominantly white cast. You went from Uba, Brienne, Sai, Jessel, Aaron and Jenna, I believe those were the housewives. Now you have Cy, Aaron, Jessel, a white lady, and I think a white lady. The fact of the matter is the predominantly black shows or predominantly brown shows never get the same chance that these white shows have in order to improve or to become better. You can dislike some of the characters on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Girl, I'm sure it's a show where everybody dislikes somebody. You don't have to have liked Jordan or Preston or Alex or Nick or Amir with his big booty self. Girl, where's Amir at? Girl, he got on my nerves. But if y'all bring them back, bring Amir. Just don't bring that girl back. But anyway, Amir, the other girls and boys, right? You don't have to like them. But to say that there is not something fishy in the water with Bravo TV when it comes to these predominantly black shows and brown shows, that they're so quick to pull the plug on, but they will give these predominantly white shows chance after chance after chance, and their ratings are probably worse than Summer House Martha's Vineyard. And Summer House Martha's Vineyard ratings were not even that horrible. They were not given a chance to improve. You got Pump Rules over there who look like a knockoff Jersey Shore, who looks like they should be pumping their fist in the air, and girl cracking beer cans across their fucking skulls. And there's a good chance they might still come back next season. It's not fair. And I want people, I'm going to go ahead and say it, stop getting down to the internet acting stupid, bitch, because you know what's going on.
Fuck her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them.
Y'all want to become blind when, girl, the writing is on the fucking wall. Again, when you have Old Lady Gang, Summer House Martha's Vineyard, Family Karma, girl, the reboot of Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Dubai, when you have these predominantly brown shows, black shows being the plug being pulled on these shows, you can't always bring it down to ratings, because some of these other shows, their ratings are not any better. We're not going to play that game.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
We're not. Bravo is full of shit, and they know it. They know it. And the viewers, y'all are full of shit too, because you don't want to accept what the fuck is in front of your face. Because you don't want it to ruin whatever experience you're watching down to Bravo fucking TV. These black shows, these brown shows are not afforded the same grace to improve as these predominantly white shows. They're not. I'm not saying that Summer House Martha's Vineyard, the second season, was just this home run out of the park. But it also, in my opinion, shouldn't have been taken off of the air or put on pause. The way that they invest in white talent down to Bravo versus black talent is problematic. I even heard that some of the girls on Summer House were getting a spinoff about their life in New York. And it's no tea, no shade. Girl, I don't watch Summer House anymore. I watched a season or two in the past. But just because y'all placed 3 niggas down to Summer House, don't take up for the fact that y'all took Summer House Martha's Vineyard off the air. And I'm sure that's probably was the mindset. We're going to add another nigga down here. We got Sierra. We got the other girl. Let's add another nigga down here. So, girl, no. We want Summer House Martha's Vineyard. We want Family Karma back. And I know OLG can't come back because, girl, from what I understand, girl, the business is closed. Girl. But we want some of these brown and black shows to come back, and we want them to be afforded the same opportunity that y'all give these predominantly white shows. That is the point. It's not about whether or not you thought the second season of Summer House Martha's Vineyard was great. It's not necessarily about, girl, who you liked on the cast. It's the fact that they were not given the same opportunity that these other shows that are white are given to improve and to try to be better. Summer House Martha's Vineyard season 2 was just not this horrible season. And every show can improve. We're not going to sit here and act like we watched every goddamn franchise of the Housewives and y'all liked every season. Because if we're going to start pulling shows because you had a season that they didn't like, bitch, Atlanta should have been canceled a long time ago. Salt Lake City should have been canceled after this season because y'all hated Salt Lake City. New York should have been canceled and didn't have a reboot. If that's the road that we're going to travel down. I have been calling out NBC Universal, Bravo TV for a long time. Well, really since like Summer House got canceled. Because even I started to see, wait. Hold up. So we ain't got OLG. We don't have Family Karma. We don't have Summer House Martha's Vineyard. What's going on? But y'all still bringing Southern Hospitality on? Girl, shut up. Girl, y'all y'all got Pump Rules. Girl, that's probably coming back. I don't know. I'm done talking about this. Stop acting stupid. Not y'all, but y'all. Shout out to the diva. Stop acting stupid about what you see. You see the pattern that's happening down at Bravo TV. Stop acting like you don't. Again, it's not about whether who you liked on the cast or not, or whether or not the season was great to you or not. They should have been given another season because if it was a white show, those motherfuckers would have been given another season. And another season, until eventually they got it right. That's the point. The point is give the same grace that you give these predominantly white shows to the predominantly black shows and brown shows too. And Family Karma was an excellent show. Anyways, that's all I had to say about that. Let's go ahead and move on. And another thing I wanted to add too was, correct me if I'm wrong, when I remember watching Summer House, and the difference between Summer House and Summer House Martha's Vineyard, besides the cast, was Summer House, they would travel to, was it the Hamptons? Is it the Hamptons? They would travel to the Hamptons on the weekend to shoot. In comparison to Summer House Martha's Vineyard, they would go to Martha's Vineyard for 2 weeks, right? And then I think the times that they would go, I think the second season they went, it was like off season, wasn't nobody really there. I don't think the weather was the best. So they had things playing against them where like Summer House didn't. A lot of the times people tend to party a lot, mostly on the weekends. I think that was the pro to Summer House going to the Hamptons on the weekend. But when you have these group of people coming in and we have to shoot within 14, 15 days and the weather's not the best and it's a big ass Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, girl, what are we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? And then we out here, there were things that played. I understand they wanted to have this black cast and Martha's Vineyard, blah, 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 all that. But I think there were things that also played against the cast that were beyond their control. While yes, it's up to the cast to deliver, but it's only so much we can do when we get here, girl, and it's raining outside and we stuck in the house. Again. And I can become repetitive sometimes, a lot of the times. I'm not saying that Summer House Martha's Vineyard did not have room for improvement. That's every show, bitch. That's Atlanta. That's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's every show on Bravo has room for improvement. The difference, there's a clear distinction between how the black and brown shows are treated versus the white shows at Bravo. The brown and black shows never really get a fair chance to improve. They're not given the same grace as these predominantly white shows. And I'm not going to let nobody play in my face and pretend that they are, because they're not. Anyways, all right, I had to come back and say that. Now we can move on. Baby, when I tell y'all... I have been in Houston since 2001, and I cannot recall a time where during spring break, people decided that this was the place to be. I have never necessarily really looked at Houston as a tourist spot. I always looked at Houston as a place where people come to like visit family, right? But you really don't hear a lot of people say, oh, girl, let's go to Houston and party, So I think that's probably what it is too. But when I tell you the way that y'all have been showing, girl, the way y'all came to Houston in droves, it has been people everywhere. I was texting my friend. Some of y'all know my friend Brittany, some of you don't. I have a friend named Brittany. And I was like, girl, I was at the liquor store because I was going to get drunk yesterday and I didn't drink. I think I'm going to have a cocktail tonight, though. And no, I didn't go out last night. I told some of the cousins that I was going to step out. Y'all know how I get. Baby, I got off this live. Girl, I got off this live. Girl, I started watching TV. Girl, I started surfing on the web. I said, girl, I'm not going nowhere. Girl, I looked up, I took me a melatonin and went to sleep. Okay. I had went to the liquor store yesterday after I got my hair cut, and I was at the Specs downtown, and I'm walking up to the Specs, and I'm like, why are there people walking around here in bathing suits? I see girls walking in, shorts on, ass just hanging out. Girl, I see the girls walking in, tiny tops on, like literally 2-piece bathing suits and just some sandals, and that's it. Where are y'all coming? What is going on? So I assumed that there was a pool party, but it still was just weird to see people walking around in bathing suits, because that's not something you see often in Houston, Texas. Even though I know there are pool parties that happen all the time, but it was just so weird to see all of these girls at the liquor store with bathing suits on, because it's like, where are you coming from? Then you got the rodeo. The rodeo is a very big deal here in Houston. Girl, the way that y'all have been at that rodeo, cutting up and acting a fool, girl, they say they shut the rodeo down for the first time ever. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's necessarily true, But they said they shut the rodeo down the other day. There were fights breaking out, and then it got so chaotic because I think some people started running, and then when those people started running, everybody else started running. Girl, you know how we do, girl. We see one nigga run, honey, girl, we run and ask questions later, baby. So they said, girl, it was like a stampede of people, so they just shut the rodeo down.
Ooh! Ah, the ghetto! The ghetto. The ghetto.
So clearly, and I was told too that Miami, basically, I think the reason why the people kind of came to Houston was because Miami had a strict curfew. And you know, people go to Miami, girl, they're going to Miami to party, right? So I guess that's why some of the people came to Houston. Girl, the way the people have been at the gas stations, just cutting up and acting a fool. It's been a mess. And you got Mama Tina down to the rodeo, girl, selling fish plates. Okay, she's not selling fish plates. She's not selling fish plates, but she's selling gumbo. I was gonna go. I have not been to the rodeo in a very long. The first and last time I went to the rodeo was my best friend. His company was having a thing at the rodeo, and they had like a big ass booth, a suite that they rented. And he was like, "Oh, girl, you want to come?" Girl, and I was like, "Oh yeah, girl, let me go. Girl, it's free." Okay, I went, and that was like the first and last time I've ever been to the rodeo, and that was probably what 2000. Oh, that was a long time ago, girl. I think that was like 2000, somewhere around like 2008, 9, 10. I can't remember, girl. It was a long time ago though. And I think the rodeo is not. I think it's still. I think it's here until like the 22nd or 23rd. But anyways, I wanted to go to try some of Mama Tina's gumbo, and then I thought about it. I said, I'm not giving, girl, no shade to Mama Tina, because I ain't got no problem with the lady. But girl, I'm not giving you my money. Girl, your daughter is a billionaire. Your son-in-law is a billionaire. Your daughter is a millionaire. Girl, I'm sure you a millionaire too. I'm tired of making the rich richer. Girl, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm not giving you no $25, girl. It took me a while to pay for that Renaissance ticket. Girl, I'd already gave your daughter a couple of dollars, girl, for that Renaissance concert, and it took me a few months to pay her off. Girl, I'm tired. So no, I didn't go to the rodeo to get Mama Tina's gumbo. And I'm not. If I do go before they end, which I'm probably not, even though I kind of wanted to take my nieces, but it's probably too late because they have school next week, and then Saturday is the last day, so... And then plus I would rather go during the weekday because I know the weekends are usually more people because it's a weekend. But I'm so happy, low key now I'm happy that we didn't try to go this week because, girl, as many people were in Houston and at the rodeo, I would have been pissed off. You know, I don't really like big crowds. That's not really my zhuzh. Girl, I want to go. Let's go on a Monday. Okay, let's go on a Monday where probably ain't nobody there. Everybody at work. Girl, it might be a few people, right? I don't want to go on no Saturday where everybody is there. I don't got time for that. Bumping into people, girl. You know, somebody snatched up one of my nieces, girl. Now I'm hollering and screaming, girl. Where's my niece at? You know, so I need to keep an eye on everybody. But anyway, so yeah, spring break here in Houston, Texas has been one for the books. Again, it's been a lot going on. I have never seen Houston like this during spring break ever. Like, I don't recall a time where spring break was like this. When I say it has just been a lot going on. I mean, I guess it's good for the city as far as like, revenue for the city, but leaving your house, like trying to get out of downtown. Like I went to the barbecue place the other day. I had to go to Third Ward, baby, because I wanted me a little fish. Well, it's a barbecue place. They sell fish. And I had a taste for some catfish. So I went and got me one piece of catfish, 6 shrimp, some French fries. Even though I really wanted me 2 pieces of catfish and 6 shrimp. But I said, girl, you need to try to, we're trying to get some of these LBs off of us, right? We trying to be slim thick. I'm working on this body, trying to. It's hard. But anyway, so I was leaving downtown to go to Ray's barbecue. Some of the girls know what I'm talking about who live in Houston. And girl, it took a minute to get out of downtown. I said, girl, what is going on? Girl, it was a mess. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not, at the end of the day, believe it or not, I'm really not mad at it. That's another reason why I didn't go out last night either, because I was like, girl, it's probably gonna be super packed, and I don't have time. Like, it's probably gonna be all types of boys and girls at the gay bars, and I'm like, I don't really have time for that. Like, I'm just gonna stay home. But I kind of want to step out tonight. I said it, girl, I've been saying it for the last. Girl, let me stop. You ain't taking your black ass nowhere. But yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm a man of a particular age. So I'm okay with letting the kids have fun. Fly to Houston, do what you do, be safe. Girl, did y'all see them people fucking in cars? Some of y'all doing too much. Girl, it was a video online. I couldn't tell. It looked like it was 2 girls and 2 boys. I couldn't tell. Girl, they had the light on in the car and were having sex in the car. Some of y'all doing too much. I mean, girl, ain't nothing wrong with having sex in the car. I mean, okay. But girl, we're not doing it with the light on in the middle of the parking lot. Girl, we're going to at least try to go to the corner of the park. You know what I'm saying? Go underneath some trees and turn the lights off. We're not going to be down in the middle of the parking lot with everybody walking around. But some of y'all into that freaky shit, though. Anyways, but yeah, shout out to spring break. Some of y'all old asses is out there with them young ass kids. Take y'all old asses home. No shade. Y'all know who y'all are. I'm not judging, but I'm judging. Girl, one thing I can't stand is seeing an old ass nigga out there at spring break, girl, with them young ass people. Take your perverted ass home. Leave them kids alone. Nigga, go home and watch Law and Order with everybody else who 40 plus. Or go to the 40 plus club. Or go to the 20, girl, at least go to the 25 plus and up club. Why are you out at the gas station with these kids? Girl. Why? Why, sir? Take your old nasty ass home. Anyways, shout out to Mama Tina. I've been hearing mixed reviews about Mama Tina's gumbo. Some people say it's good, some people say it's a mess. Even though they lie. Let me shut up, girl. She got her ass down to the internet talking about what it took 16, 18 hours. Now listen, I don't know how to cook. I can feed myself. I can go in. Listen, I can feed myself. So I don't know the ins and outs of everything, clearly. But I ain't never heard nobody say it takes 16 or 18 hours to cook no fucking gumbo. It might take a few hours. Okay? And that's probably including prep. But girl, 16 or 18 hours to make some gumbo? I don't want it. I don't want it. Not no 16 hours to make no gumbo. 16 or 18 hours to make gumbo? Girl, what kind of gumbo you making, her? Girl, you must be making the sausages, girl. You must be, girl, running to the back, girl, chasing the chickens, skinning the chickens, cutting the chickens, breaking the chickens in half. Girl, you must be, girl, making the shrimp, girl, homemade shrimp. Girl, can you even make homemade shrimp? I don't know, girl. Girl, you must be making everything homemade, girl. You must got a farm in the back with chickens running around. You gotta pluck the chickens and shit. 16, 18 hours to make gumbo? Because everybody else online, girl, even the ones who can cook, say, bitch, it don't take no 16 to 18 hours to cook no gumbo. I heard the hardest part of gumbo is getting your roux right. They said once you get your roux right, girl, then everything else should fall in place. I don't know. Like I said, girl, I don't cook. Not like that. Girl, I can go in there and cook me like some fried chicken, fry a little pork chop, throw some little baked chicken in the oven. But when it comes to like, gumbo and dressing and all that shit, girl. But, honestly, girl, if you gave me the directions, it's really not that hard. I mean, it's really not that hard to cook. Girl, if you know how to read and follow directions, you probably won't get it right the first time. But eventually, girl, if you keep trying, you'll get it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Shout out to the Spring Breakers. Shout out to Mama Tina out there, girl, selling fish plates. I said that lady ain't got nothing to do. Cause why is Mama Tina at the gumbo at the rodeo selling gumbo? Girl, Mama Tina ain't got nothing. When I tell you, girl, I want to be that rich to the point where I ain't got nothing to do, and I just wake up and say I want to sell some gumbo. Girl, I want to be that rich to the point where I ain't got shit to do, and I'm just gonna go back to Houston and go to the rodeo and sell some gumbo just because. Girl, I'm bored. I'm gonna sell some. I think I'm gonna sell some gumbo at the rodeo. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go sell some fish plates. Mm-hmm. Come on for selling fish plates, okay? I love when I see fathers with their sons. I think it can be an amazing, beautiful thing. So Russell Wilson and his son were in Austin, Texas. Russell Wilson and Future hit University of Texas for first college tour.
Taking Future's first visit ever to see his school. Future, what do you think?
I love Texas. I mean, this school's great. I love the stadium. It's just, yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. So look at the stadium, pretty big.
Hey, see y'all from Texas. We got Beyonce, try the truth, and we can't forget that.
So Russell Wilson is already thinking about the future. And this time it's about Future's future. The NFL quarterback recently took his stepson, Future Zahir, on his first official college visit, stopping by the University of Texas at Austin for a campus tour. Wilson shared moments from the trip on social media, giving followers a glimpse of the milestone outing. Future, the 11-year-old son Ciara shares with the rapper Future, has been raised in a tight-knit blended family since Wilson married the singer in 2016. Wilson has often spoken publicly about embracing his role as a father figure in Future's life, frequently sharing heartfelt posts about their bond. The University of Texas, known for its powerhouse athletics and sprawling Austin campus, regularly attracts visits from student athletes and families alike. Whether Future eventually becomes a Longhorn remains to be unseen, but the trip clearly marked a memorable father-son moment. For now, Wilson seemed focused less on football and more on the experience itself, celebrating a milestone many parents look forward to as their kids start imagining life beyond home. Every time I look up, Russell is doing something with his son. You know what be killing me is that when Russell is out here with Future's biological son, you be having the most pushback from the niggas who live just like Future. Because every time I look up, I ain't never seen Future take his motherfucking son to no college campus. Shooting up a woman's club and her having a baby does not make you a father. It doesn't make you a dad. It doesn't make you a father figure. It just makes you someone who biologically has a child. And that's it. As far as I'm concerned, Russell is Future's father. He may not be his biological father, but we know that does not matter. Because people adopt all the time. Russell is Future's father. Russell is Future's dad. Russell is the man who takes Future to college campuses at the age of 11 years old, preparing him for his future. Shout out to Russell. Baby, Russell is fine as hell, baby. Ooh, girl. Let me stop looking at y'all husbands. All right. Let me stop looking at y'all husbands, baby. That's right. That's right. You know I don't mind. You know I love me a good man, Savannah. I love when I see me a good man, Savannah. Russell Wilson, that's a good man, baby. That's a good man, baby. Girl, y'all know Russell been on my list girl, you know I got my list of who's a good man, Savannah. And y'all know Russell been on my list. That's a good man, Savannah. Okay. Sierra, don't you lose that nigga, because girl, I'm gonna send one of my homegirls to snatch that nigga up. Okay. First, I'm gonna try. Okay. First, I'm gonna try. Russell, have you ever played for the other team? It can be fun. Okay, you don't. Okay. Girl, I'm gonna send my friends, girl, to snatch Russell up. So Sierra, you better keep that nigga, because if you don't, bitch, I'm gonna send one of my homegirls to get that nigga. Girl, she gonna live her best life. Shout out to Sierra. She got her a good one, baby. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.